Indonesia has the largest peatland ecosystem in the world, with each peatland covering 15 million hectares of land. This highly important ecosystem can store 20 times the amount of carbon that regular tropical forests can store. Unfortunately, peatlands are an extremely fragile ecosystem. In 2015, forest fires and peatland fires ravaged through Indonesia. Yet, through hard work, the implementation of strict policies, and the involvement of various sectors and stakeholders, Indonesia have been able to significantly improve peatland management. In 2017, Indonesia successfully decreased the amount of via points by 90.6%. In the meeting of FAO Committee on Forestry in Rome in July 2018, Minister of Environment and Forestry Siti Nurbaya has stated that the government of Indonesia is committed to implement sustainable peatland management. Thus, collaboration, synergy, and partnership among countries become a mutual needs and crucial part. One of the most important efforts in the conservation, restoration, and management of peatland is mapping these areas with high accuracy. This becomes a priority for the various stakeholders involved, including the government and companies in the private sectors that are involved with planting in peatlands. This mapping is conducted to obtain a deep understanding of the characteristics of peatlands. Mapping is done by obtaining comprehensive data about the peatlands located in and around the concession, using light detection and ranging technology, also known as a LiDAR. LiDAR is a monitoring technology in which aircraft measure distance and record images that will then create highly accurate information in 3 dimensions about the area and was mapped and the features of the area surveys. LiDAR data can then be developed into 3-dimensional field mapping, which allows us to identify peat domes that should be protected in Indonesia. This helps the management of concession in the peatlands that will involve the protection of at least 30% of peat domes as water storage areas, which will allow for the better management of water levels. Through accurate mapping, we can optimally plan the usage and division of conservation areas within the peatlands. Optimal usage of the land cultivation in peatlands can also be a strong pillar of economic growth for Indonesia. Forestry companies in Indonesia have also tried to prevent forest fires by creating canal sections that will help to keep the water advanced in the peatlands wet and not easily flammable. Managing water levels in peatlands requires the correct division of zone based on the contours of the peatland landscape. This is necessary to ensure that the peatlands do not flood during the rainy season and also to prevent drought and forest fires during the dry season. Monitoring the water levels, detecting hotspots, and monitoring the progress of restoration effort will have to continue for a long time. Through the International Tropical Peatland Center, or ITPC, many countries can share knowledge, result, and innovation in the management of tropical peatlands.
Ya, ITPC akan menjadi center untuk mensinergikan, baik itu penelitian, kemudian juga komunikasi para pihak, dan juga untuk mensinergikan rencana-rencana bersama. Karena concern terhadap pengelolaan gambut ini sudah menjadi concern dunia, dan tentunya terkait dengan perubahan iklim, maka mengatasi masalah gambut, khususnya terkait dengan kebakaran, ini menjadi sangat signifikan dalam rangka mengurangi emisi gas rumah kaca.
Various studies have been conducted by the Research and Development (R&D) Department of the Indonesian Ministry of Environment and Forestry to support the role and vision of the ITPC. Herbarium Facilities has identified an inventory of tropical forest plants, including plants that are specific to peatlands. In silviculture labs, conservation efforts for species of trees in peatlands have also been conducted. Forestry companies in Indonesia also continue their efforts to find the right adaptive seed that can be planted in peatlands. Biotechnological input based on research on microorganisms will also help to increase the quality of seed for peatland plantation so that the companies can maintain their productivity levels while also being environmentally friendly to the surrounding peatland ecosystem. In addition to that, community empowerment and involvement programs in peatland should focus on land conservation so that the fragile peatland ecosystem can continue to support the community's living needs in a sustainable manner. At the end of the day, proper management of peatland is necessary to achieve the balance between ensuring the protection of peatlands while also allowing it to be utilized for the welfare of the local communities.